Hey guys, good morning. How are you doing? Welcome back to the New Age. So I'm just trying to give my contribution as much possible so that my near and dear friends can understand how to go about life. And I've been trying to take some very niche or very small and very crisp topics and talk about that so that it will be useful for at least as much possible in my friends circle. If it goes beyond, I'll be happy, right? So today's topic will be fear. So fear is another kind of I would say in my notion one of the paradigms we've been having all along, and maybe this comes as or probably attacks us, I would say the right word, at different times of our life, or maybe at different situations which you may go through day in and day out. So today's topic would be like whether what we call fear, is it real, and is that feeling helping us? Yes or no? Alright. So why I took this topic, maybe I would just give a very gist of the point why we discuss it today. Today we have maybe, if not 100%, at least to the majority of the events happening around us, we talk about and we socially discuss about in our social media, even in your friends or wherever you go. People are kind of insecure, or they feel some kind of a degree of the fear factor that is actually ranging from maybe a small to a mediocre level or to a high level, and there is some part where it is really severe, where people even think whether we should even step out of our house or home, or maybe even go and talk to the neighborhood, or even go to the just nearby shop, or maybe you can ask some help to someone for them to do it for a personal favor, or maybe some other a very simple thing. So what I'm trying to tell here is the factor, what we call it as fear, is actually kind of ruling us all the time. Maybe I would say, if you use, or probably if you take the right paradigm of the feeling of fear, or maybe you can call it in a different varieties of name, like insecurity, or feeling uncomfortable, or feeling not so confident, or whatever you want to tell. So it helps us in a certain way, and in today's world what it has done is it has put us in such a situation, or maybe a mental paradigm, where we think 100 times to do a very small or very meager work which people even think about. I would say maybe we can just start with a small example. If you wanted to buy a small grocery and you're just trying to send, or maybe one of your kids, or maybe one of your friends, let's take it as your kids. For example, just try to ask them to buy some sort of grocery from the nearby shop, and he just goes there and he buys it and comes. So in the meantime, you being a parent, and that applies more towards the mother. If the kid takes a bike, or maybe he just walks, or maybe he drives, whatever, and once he is back, until the time when he gets out of the home and then comes back, some kind of a thought that just keeps going on in the parent's mind, whether he'll be safe, he's safe at road, whether he's gone there, or whether he's coming back fine, whether everything is happening fine. And this particular thought, which this actually I've just given one name called as fear. Probably it ranges from different people from different ages. So the ultimate truth which I'm talking about the fear, the factor of the fear is this. Yes, it is good at some level. For the only reason, maybe you can just try and perfect yourself from in any way, or you want probably in your profession or in your lives or in your the whatever you want to do from a lower level to a higher level. Yes, it helps, but keeping the fear all the time in your mind at some level or some degree may not help you all the time. The reason is actually when we were talking about as I just started with the NewAge page, Facebook page, and then these videos, I said yes, whatever we think or probably project from our consciousness is actually happening outside. So that's exactly what even you talk on the other side of the story. It's called telepathy, or people when somebody has a pain, the most closely loved ones, or somebody who is very close, like a parent or a father or a mother or a kid or maybe a spouse, one of them has pain, the other one feels it wherever they are. So that's how it has actually comes up and probably connects. So and to be very honest, everything is connected, everything is interconnected. It's not like just one or single feeling is happening apart. So this fear, yes, you can have it, or probably make yourself perfect in a particular field or in a particular thing that you're going to do or doing. That is fine. But holding this thought forever actually doesn't give you a meaning of what you actually want to do. That means it even at some degree it even defies what you really want to do. For example, when you're so fearful that sometimes when somebody wants to learn new things, like for example riding a bicycle, if a kid is actually fearful of even touching the bicycle, just by seeing or running the thoughts by seeing around, people when they go on bicycle they just fall off and then they scrape their limbs, and somebody bleeds, and he's having the mental picture all the time in the mind. So let us stop the fear for some time, and then let's just project, let's try and do something, think something positive, saying that when you attempt something, that means that particular thought is actually coming to you for some kind of a progress in your life. So why don't you take it, embrace it, and then just leave the fear factor alone and start doing it. So this is going to make you progress. And the entire gist of the videos which I'm actually doing is to make the positivity level of thinking higher and higher and higher and higher day by day. And one of the reasons for talking on fear today is that particular negativity which still lies around, in and around, and keeps going on, is the reason, one of the main reason is fear. Why I tell this? Because most of the time when you see people, when they avoid something, when they avoid to talk to someone, when they avoid to do something, or when they even try to defend someone when they are in a dangerous position, like what we just had, a couple of series of incidents happening in India, like people on public places, innocent people are being attacked or killed, or they just grab them away. So people around, they have that fear factor all the time in the mind, just by projecting, saying that something might happen if I go and defend them, something might happen if somebody will do something bad to them, or maybe so these are something very critical, and we are currently in the new age, so it is actually not required. That feeling of fear is actually not required. When you really go down, deep down, and think from your perspective, from your mindset, is that real fear is actually needed? Is it helping? If not, let us just leave it aside. So even in your career, just imagine a situation of attending an interview. So does the interview go really fine? So why do you even think that when you are there on the front of the table in front of you, executives asking questions, you kind of trembling, you're like sweating in your palms, and you're like, oh my God, am I saying the right thing? Am I saying the right thing? No, just leave the fear away. For you, what you tell from your perspective is correct, is the real thing for you. Maybe it's not the perfect answer, but yes, you are actually telling the truth, but you're trying to tell what you have in your mind at that time. Yes, so it's actually the feeling of fear. When I say probably the entire message of this video is, the feel of fear is actually not real. It is a fake thing. So just leave that aside. We don't really need fear. So if it is going to help you in progress, to develop your career or to do something perfect in what you're doing, yes, take that. But actually, fear may be classified as the other side of the story. So let us not engage or just keep doing something which keeps coming back as negativity because of a particular type of feeling like fear. So from today, if you're trying to understand, or if you're able to understand what I'm trying to say here, you'll all be leaving the fear aside, taking the truth in your heart, and then doing something really positive, and everything will fall in place for you. All the very best. So let's all become more brave people than our fearful people. No more fear from today. All well. All the best. Welcome back to New Age, and thanks for watching.